I've seen legends rise. I've watched icons fall. I've stood ringside when the world cheered for greatness and turned their backs when the lights faded. But today, I ain't talking about any of them. Today, I'm going to tell you about a man who never held a title, never headlined WrestleMania, never even had pyro. But he saved my life, and he never knew it. His name was Danny Blaze. Yeah, I know. You've probably never heard of him. He wrestled under 5 different names in 7 territories. He was a guy who opened the show, made the babyface look good, and quietly packed up his gear while the main event was still getting their hands raised. He wasn't flashy, didn't cut long promos. Hell, his finisher wasn't even that convincing. But he showed up every damn night. Rain, snow, no crowd, no check. Danny was there. And in one of the worst nights of my life, when I was ready to walk away from this entire business, he noticed, and that's when it happened. It was Memphis, 1993. The territory was dying. Crowds were down. Money was tighter than a ring rat's handshake. I had just lost someone close, my mother, and I had no heart left for this business. I was going to call it quits after that show. I didn't tell anybody. Not Lawler, not Dutch, not even Bobby Eaton. But Danny noticed I was quiet in the locker room. Didn't say much at first. Just gave me a nod. Then before the show, he sits down next to me, and he says, "You all right, boss?" And I don't know what it was. Maybe the timing, maybe the way he asked it. But I broke. Right there, in a smoky, stinking locker room, next to the guy who barely made gas money. I let it all out. I told him about the funeral, the burnout, how wrestling didn't feel like home anymore. And Danny, he didn't give me some hallmark speech. He just said, "Sometimes the ring don't give back, but the people, sometimes they do. You gave this business your life. Tonight, let the business give you a moment." That night, I was scheduled to manage in the second match. But Danny, he wasn't even booked. Yet somehow, he gets himself a dark match. Unannounced. No promotion. Just him and a rookie kid in the ring before the crowd even filled up. And let me tell you something. That man put on a clinic. Not flashy. Not flippy. Just pure storytelling wrestling. Selling like his soul depended on it. Making the kid look like $1,000,000. Pacing the match like it was WrestleMania 3. The crowd started out cold. But by the end, they were on their feet. For a man they didn't even come to see. And when he got backstage, all sweaty and limping, he looked at me and just grinned. Told you. Sometimes the business gives back. I stayed in the business. I kept fighting, kept yelling, kept managing, kept booking. I made enemies, made friends, lost both, but I never forgot Danny Blaze. He disappeared from the scene a few years later. No retirement speech, no Hall of Fame, no send-off, just gone. Like so many guys from that era, forgotten in the smoke. But let me tell you this, the ones who save lives don't always wear capes. Sometimes they wear worn-out boots and tape their fingers with duct tape. Sometimes the man who saves you isn't a superstar. He's just a guy who gives a damn when no one else does. So, to the Danny Blazes of the world, the ones who never made the cover of a video game, the ones who wrestled in high school gyms for $50, the ones who gave this business everything they had and never got a thank you, this one's for you. You may not be on any top 10 lists, but you save more than matches. You save people. Like me, this is Cornet Corners. And sometimes the loudest truth comes from the quietest voice. I'll see you next time.